No, that's it's Latin. It's Latin. It's
oh yeah, you did explain that that is the. I can't remember what you said about it. You did explain it.
It's Latin. It's Latin. It's a proper language. But say I write proper persona on there, and say then somewhere else I'm going to use this big YouTube video PhD degree I got from watching YouTube videos, and I'm going to throw another Latin word in there somewhere, and then somewhere along the line I'm going to say non pro comp, and I'm going to throw a couple more Latin words in there, right? Because I got this PhD from watching YouTube videos, right?
Right.
How would you like it if their answer was 100% in Latin? Because you spoke Latin.
Right.
Who's to limit them from making the whole entire complete answer in Latin?
Right.
If that's what you wish to speak in Latin, they wish to speak in Latin. That's why I tell people, stop your big 3-syllable words, $2 words, stop being a Philadelphia lawyer. Speak in 1 syllable, syllables, 2-syllable, plain language, English, simple, common law, nation, the words that we use. It was like I just went around with some guy on the phone, and I said to him, stop writing a writ of habeas corpus. He said, just order for the property be returned to the proper jurisdiction. And he said, well, writ of habeas corpus, I said, that's a legalese term. Let me put it this way. I said, you walk into McDonald's, you say to anybody behind the counter, oh, I'd like to place a writ with you right now. And they'd be like, you'd like to do what? Oh, I'd like to place my writ now. And the lady in the window would be like, what the hell do you want? We don't serve writs. Yes, you do, ma'am. You take writs all the time. That's all you do all day. If you don't take writs, you don't make money. And they'd say, sir, can you just please drive through and come to the window? Because I don't understand what the fuck you're saying. I said, or you can say to the man in the McDonald's or the woman in McDonald's, I'd like to place my order now. They say, oh, bingo. I know what you want. You want to place an order. So maybe the manager will walk out of the back and say, what does he want? He wants to place a writ. He wants to place an order with you. Just take his freaking order. It's like, buddy, why you got to talk all silly shit like that? You know she's just a common lady. Just say, I want to place an order. I said, that's how you make your writing before the courts. You just make it in simple, plain language. None of these big words, because if you want to go big words, they're going to go big words. If you want to rely on Hale versus Hinkle, they're going to use the Feldman-Roca doctrine on you. And then that's only, it only takes like 6 semesters for a typical law student to understand the Feldman doctrine. But if you want to say, well, I'm going to rely upon the Erie doctrine, or Hale versus Hinkle, well, they'll throw the old Feldman doctrine on you as an answer. Now go ahead and decipher that nonsense. So you see what I'm saying about keep it simple?
Sure.
It's like magic. Stop using YouTube PhDs that everybody's getting online and keep it simple. And we can move through these courses like lightning. 1 sentence, done. Does anybody got a claim? No, I'm done. I require leave of court. Is there a proper claim before this court so I can properly answer it? Yes or no? Look over to the other side. You got a proper claim? So I can answer it? No? Huh? Judge, what are we doing here? Is he making a false claim before this court? What's he doing? You know what? Now I'm going to need leave of court to make a claim against his false claim. I'll be right back. Give me about 20 minutes. I'll have a claim written for you. It'll take me 1 sentence. I'll be done. But no, that won't be necessary. That's what you have to do in court. Not jump up and down and get mad and angry. I know my rights, and you are a free man, and you spell my name in all uppercase, and I don't give a rat's behind if a chicken tap dance is on my paperwork. I say, that's my name. That's my name. But it looks like a symbol for the artist known lately as Prince. Yeah, it kind of looks like his nonsense. All our letters are just a form of hieroglyphics. All our letters are just a form of a symbol in which we interpret to mean a certain thing. So space aliens are going to come down and read us gibberish and go, oh boy, that's English hieroglyphics from the 19th century. Then they're going to try to decipher our nonsense. It's just symbols. That's all it is. See, this name nonsense, that's what I tell people. I said, boy, man, I wish I really was on this name kick. Because I could really waste everybody's time for 2-3 hours on all the bullshit I've learned over the years. What the name means this, and uppercase, boy, I should sure waste your time on stuff that has absolutely nothing to do in this nation. In this nation, it doesn't matter. Like I said, any simple person could go before a court and point their finger and said, that man owes me $50 and he won't pay me back. That's a claim. There's the injury, there's the wrong, there's the harm, there's the loss, there's the breach of contract. Hey, I got it. Because the man doesn't have to know how to sign his name. The man doesn't have to write his name. This is a nice, simple country. Because everybody who moved to this country, like my dad, he couldn't read or write English. He spoke German, and he could read a little German. only can read or write English, but you better believe if he had to go to court, he could hold his own. That's how this country was made, because people from all over the world were coming here. And they just said, okay, you know what? What's the custom of the people? How do you Italians do it? This Italian did this. I have no idea what you guys are doing. Eskimo did this to another Eskimo. Is that a proper thing to do to another Eskimo? You know, it's like, yeah, that's what we do all the time. We rub noses to each other. It's like, okay, fine, you know, that's what we do. Or this is what we do with a polar bear. Oh, I didn't know, but I thought that was pretty bizarre. But no, it's the custom of other people. That's not unlawful. Okay, but, you know, you try to do that in New York City to somebody, they'll punch you in the face. You say, no, we rub noses here all the time. No, I don't know. You rub a nose with a polar bear? Yeah, we rub nose with a polar bear. Oh, you're pretty crazy. You rub a nose with a complete stranger? Oh, yeah, complete stranger. Well, you can't just grab somebody walking down 42nd Street by the ears and rub their nose. You know, that's a crime. That's assault. You can't do that nonsense.
So the real trick is going to be able to, once you give them your simple notice, to be able to back it up by taking them to court, to common law court.
Yeah.
Be able to pull that off.
You don't even have to say common law court. That's what I'm saying. You just file your claim in court. And like I said, it's based on what you're writing. If you're saying the action is a trespass, and the trespass is, you know, administering property without a right, that pretty well says it all. Trespass, you're not using any kind of California statute code for trespass under section 1234, because I'm sure there's a trespass code in California. This law paperwork has absolutely no codes. It's not relying upon any precedents based on some code that happened in the past or any of their, you know, because you don't know how they moved Hale versus Hinkle. I don't know what jurisdiction they moved under. I believe it was under some sort of commercial law. And I know Hale versus Hinkle had something to do with an accountant of a fruit and vegetable company in New York, and the state attorney general from New York State was trying to acquire all the records from the company, and Hale said, no, you're just going to get the, what do you think we can pay taxes on? The import of what? Bananas. And all the paperwork you're going to get is for the bananas. We're not going to give you the apples and oranges and watermelons and everything else. And New York State said, no, we chartered you, we created you, we want all these damn records, you want to give it to us. The United States Supreme Court said, no. The corporation has, can use the Fourth Amendment, Fifth Amendment, the right to self-incrimination. They don't have to testify against themselves, and they could be secure in their paper and property, just like a man who's sovereign. So everybody says, oh, Hale versus Hinkle. Supreme Court says man is sovereign. Well, basically has to do with an import-export company for fruits and vegetables. Now, if you want to say your case on Hale versus Hinkle, okay. You know, you're just trying to stretch it and saying, well, a fruit and vegetable company has rights. Well, so do I. Why? To say I'm a man. Just by saying I'm a man, there you go. They know you have rights. It's self-explanatory. Because only man has rights. Everybody else has a duty of obligation or chartered or privileges or something. But only man has rights. You just say I'm a man. There you go. When I enter course in commerce, my name is Bill. And there you go. And that's about it. You don't have to do uppercase, lowercase. You can make this, so when I enter course in commerce, I'll use the symbol formerly known as the artist known as Prince. Believe me, I'm sure when Prince went into a bank with that crazy question mark, whatever symbol he had, I'm sure his check cleared. I'm sure he said, oh, yeah, I didn't recognize that symbol mark. Oh, yeah. That's what he uses to enter course in commerce in the public. There you go. Doesn't make anybody have control over him because he uses that symbol. Nobody could get into his personal affairs. Only person that he engaged with is the person that he put the paperwork to and said, I will willingly now consent to sign this piece of paper, and now I'm joined with you on a you know, within this document, within the terms and conditions set forth in this contract. That doesn't mean the person can swing his body around. It doesn't mean he owns his body now. They sold his soul.